Welcome, everyone. We're diving into some seriously interesting blockchain moves today. HyperLiquid's surge in July, capturing 35% of all blockchain revenue, is really shaking things up.
Yeah, oh wow, that's a bold move. They took high-value users from Solana, right?
Exactly, and it's pretty fascinating. HyperLiquid, with its derivatives platform, managed to poach many users with its simple, highly functional
Mm-hmm.
product. It's like they streamlined the whole trading experience, and that really resonated with traders.
So HyperLiquid stepped in while Solana was struggling, you mean?
Right? Solana's been facing reliability issues and missing on crucial software upgrades, which left a gap that Hyperliquid was more than ready to
Yep,
fill. And it's not just Solana. They even nibbled into Ethereum and BNB chain's revenue footprint.
that's interesting. So, in a way, HyperLiquid not only filled a void, but also attracted traders frustrated with the instability of these other networks.
Yep, it's like when you have a restaurant, drop off some amazing new dishes, and suddenly all the foodies move over. Hyperliquid was that new, exciting menu option in the on chain perps landscape.
And speaking of on-chain perps, open interest on HyperLiquid reached, what, around $15.3 billion in July?
Exactly, and it jumped by 369% year to date.
Mm-hmm.
That shows not just increased activity, but a significant confidence in their platform. Plus, there's been over 5.1 billion USDC bridged in on the network.
Wow, bridging that kind of volume is no small feat. It really speaks to the trust and liquidity they're attracting.
Absolutely. And then there's the Phantom Wallet integration, which added another cool layer. It drove huge volumes, $2.66 billion in volume, $1.3 million in fees, and about 20,900 new users just in July.
Yeah, that integration shows how key partnerships are in this ecosystem. Would you say their advantage comes solely from product simplicity, or are there other factors at play here?
Well, product simplicity is a major factor, but it's also about a superior user experience in the competitive world of perpetual futures trading. Sure, it's about clear design, but also robust, reliable operation.
Right.
And let's not forget, this approach helped them capture much of Solana's momentum and maybe even its market capitalization.
I can see that. But don't you think some might argue that Solana's issues are um, just growing pains rather than permanent faults?
That's a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
However, constant reliability problems and delays in system upgrades have really scarred user confidence. Hyperliquid has simply taken advantage of that void by offering something smooth and efficient.
True, user trust is everything in this space. And while some networks might bounce back, once traders switch to an easy, efficient platform, that habit can be hard to break.
Exactly. It's a bit like when you start driving a car that handles perfectly, you rarely want to go back to a clunker.
Right, right. And speaking of handling, what about the Hyperliquid native token, HYPE? I heard it rallied pretty well in July.
Yep. Oh, yes. The hype token skyrocketed, hitting an all time high of nearly $50 on July 14th, compared to just over $10 in early April. That rally reflects the market's trust in Hyperliquid's growth potential, even while broader market conditions fluctuate.
Meanwhile, Solana's native token has dropped significantly, losing like 44% since its January peak, right?
Right, you are. Solana's token struggles underscore the challenges they've been facing beyond just technical issues, a kind of market sentiment
Yeah,
issue too. It paints a picture where reliability, user experience, and strong product performance really turn heads.
it really does. And what about the overall industry trends? Decentralized derivatives trading is clearly picking up steam.
Absolutely, the boom in decentralized derivatives is a key trend here. Platforms like Hyperliquid are setting new standards with on chain perpetual futures trading, a space that's been ripe for innovation. They're
Right.
showing how decentralization can create real, tangible improvements over traditional platforms.
And yet, it seems like there's always a balance between a tried and true centralized model and these new decentralized alternatives.
True, centralized models still hold some ground, but the growth in on chain perps, especially with innovations like Phantom Wallet integration, highlights a strong shift. It's like the market is testing the waters of next gen trading technology.
Exactly. I also find it interesting how VanEck's research points out that Hyperliquid's natural simplicity really is a major selling point against the backdrop of more complex offerings from competitors.
Yeah, simplicity in design, often trumps complexity when it comes to user adoption. And when you remove friction, users stick around and invest more. That's a real lesson in customer-centric product development.
But I wonder if the hyper-focus on derivatives trading might pigeonhole Hyperliquid in the long run. What if market dynamics shift?
That's a good challenge there. I mean, it's possible that focusing solely on derivatives could be a limitation later on, but for now, it's
Right.
clearly working. It's about dominating a niche with excellence.
Fair enough, niching can be a very successful play if executed well.
Absolutely. And with the current momentum, Hyperliquid seems to be doing exactly that by not only capturing a significant revenue share, but also by creating a robust, reliable trading ecosystem. The numbers really back that up.
It sure does. And as we watch the crypto space evolve, it'll be intriguing to see whether Hyperliquid can sustain this growth.
Exactly. And whether competitors can bounce back or innovate faster than
Yep.
they have. The dynamic nature of blockchain and crypto in general always leaves room for unexpected turnarounds.
Right? It's like a high-stakes chess game with constantly shifting strategies.
Totally. And let me just say, while many are still debating the merits of decentralized versus centralized trading, Hyperliquid is just pushing boundaries and setting new benchmarks in this space.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. The interplay between technical innovation and market perception here is fascinating.
Yeah, and the next steps could very well redefine how on-chain derivatives are traded. As the ecosystem evolves, user demands might force even more rapid improvements.
Right?
It's an exciting time for crypto trading, no doubt.
Absolutely. With strong user adoption, major integrations, and a solid product, Hyperliquid is definitely a force to reckon with in the blockchain space.
For sure. And while there might be risks with any concentrated focus, the current market data and user feedback suggest Hyperliquid isn't just a flash in the pan.
I can't wait to see how the landscape shifts over the coming months, whether traditional players will adapt or if Hyperliquid continues to lead the charge.